Hey everyone, welcome back to Body Bags. It's theme week. The theme this week is Halloween Essentials. So basically we're all covering, a movie that we watch around Halloween. For me, this was a bit of a difficult one because a lot of what I watch around Halloween, I try to watch something new for my 31 Days of Horror over on my own channel, or I watch, certain things I've watched thousands of times, Halloween, Exorcist, and we've covered all those quite a bit. So I decided to go with one that is actually partially inspired by my buddy Rob's review from the other week. He reviewed The Mummy. So I decided, you know what, screw it, I'm going to review Dracula. Now, this isn't like the legit cover. It's a custom case that I made, because I got the Universal Monsters Blu-ray set, I didn't like the case it came in, so I just put them in a bunch of these, and you know how it is. So yeah, 1931, Dracula with Bela Lugosi. I'm just going to say, there's something about the Universal Monsters that is just classy, and there's something about it also in that it doesn't matter how old you are, you can watch a Universal Monsters horror flick, Dracula, Frankenstein, Mummy, Wolfman, all of them, anyone can watch them, and they're never too scary. In fact, usually they're a bit on the tame side, like fright-wise, but they're classics, and there's something about them that just lingers. It doesn't matter how many times you've told the story of Dracula. The Bela Lugosi version is just phenomenal. It really is, and it just is. What else can I say? So yeah, I'm covering this one, Directed by Todd Browning, so he did Freaks, and he did a few other things. The soundtrack on the Universal... Well, this is a bit difficult because I'm doing it for Dracula, but this is sort of for the entire series of Universal Monsters movies. The soundtracks are great. There's a lot of reused sound cues throughout the Universal Monsters and everything. Now, if I could find a vinyl release of it, I would be very happy, but I never found it. So it's kind of annoying. Everything about Dracula is phenomenal. The acting, the 1930s was, kind of like the beginning of the quote-unquote talkies, And you saw a lot of movies back then where people really, sort of hammed it up. I always remember watching, Mystery in the Wax Museum, which was essentially the first telling of, House of Wax. And that was, from, I think, 41 or something like that. And, it was very over the top, some of the acting and everything. And I just remember thinking back, you watch something like Dracula, and nothing's really over the top. The only guy that's over the top is, the Renfield character, and the whole idea is he's supposed to be over the top. He's crazy. It's a masterclass in filmmaking, honestly, I will say. For a rating, what do you rate a complete classic other than Dracula, along with every other Universal Monsters movie, complete S-rank film? Take it or leave it. I've said before, my version of S-rank films are above a 10 out of 10, but not necessarily technically above a 10 out of 10. You can have a movie that's flawed, but there's something about it that sticks, and it lasts, and is eternal. And You know, the Universal Monsters movies really get that. So yeah, S-class film, Dracula. If you haven't seen it, I don't know what to say to you. If you haven't seen the original Dracula, I am officially taking your membership card to the horror community. I don't recognize you as a horror fan if you have not seen Dracula. So remedy that really quickly. It's not just me. I'm sure there's, thousands upon thousands of people out there who are like, you need to see this movie. Whether you like it or not, doesn't matter. But you need to have seen it. So, yeah, there you go. S-class film. Todd Browning's Dracula. That's it for me. See you next time.